Hey everybody, Chris here. Dogecoin is trading in mini cycles. What are they and what does it look like? We're going to talk about that in this video. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Hit that little notification bell too. You'll be notified when my new videos come out, as well as when I do live streams. And I was live late Tuesday night. Yes, we had a chill, cool vibe for a Tuesday night live stream. Had some other people coming in that hadn't been here before, some new subs, new members as well. Yes, we had a member giveaway. Thank you again to Donnie for your support. We are moving forward through the choppy summer with Doge. How does that look like the rest of the summer? And what about this mini cycle? Is there another big pump for Doge coming in? We're going to talk about that. So let's get into it. Let me show you the charts and the news. Show you what I'm looking at. And we start here with the current Dogecoin chart at 16.5 cents. That's right, we have stayed over this 16.4 support line. This support line here was resistance, and it was support. We go all the way back to just over a week ago where Dogecoin on a retrace hit 16.4, bounced up, came back on the Wednesday, hit it again as support, and then by Friday fell below. Fears of war at that time. There was that uncertainty, and then, of course, the United States getting into the war by bombing Iran nuclear sites. Dogecoin dropped down to 15 cents. And then, of course, followed up even lower to 14.5, 14.3. So there was a big dip there. But look at what Doge did. Doge climbs back up, right? The buyers take over, right? Get back over that 15 cent. What was support? Was resistance. Broke through it, came back, retested, moved right back up to 16.4. That was a pretty quick move there. So, what have we done? Well, Doge has gradually moved higher here. Over the past day, has gradually moved higher, starting to show strength. 16.4 now serving as support. With Bitcoin, Bitcoin did the same with 106,000. Again, that became resistance. And Bitcoin has moved over, now trading over 107,000. So that's where we start here. Just a quick look at the charts. I'm recording this. Stock market hasn't opened yet, pre-market, but it's just flat. Absolutely flat here on the pre-market for the stocks. So U.S. stock futures steady as Middle East tensions cool. Powell in focus. We talked about Chair Powell last night and his appearance before Congress committee, where he basically didn't say much at all other than he's still worried about tariffs and what impact tariffs can have on inflation. So he's not looking at the data anymore. Now he's looking at the future where he always talks about, oh, we need to see the data, and he just keeps kicking the can down the road. Now, there are still 2 rate cuts forecast for the future for the rest of the year, which we looked at on the CME FedWatch data, which appears to be like September, October is when those would happen. July is still up in the air, but we're over a month away. Still too soon for that. The Doge Fear Green Index has ticked up another point from 52 last night to 53 today. So still in the neutral, but slowly climbing back up. And then we got this guy, James Nguyen, which, I don't know what to think about this. I mean, he's certainly full of himself. He came from out of nowhere, with these big bets. And he's shorting. Max shorting at 107.1. So we think that he was already down on another $80 million short bet. And so now he's either creating another bet at a higher price because the other one got liquidated, or I don't even know anymore. Some are calling him the crypto Kramer, like reverse Kramer. It's a reverse win now, which would be a loss, right? He's shorting. And I'm just like, okay, good luck. Good luck with that. Meanwhile, we got Wall Street Bets. Remember Wall Street Bets? Well, Wall Street Bets. Look at that. Talking about Dogecoin. Doge's performance shows that sometimes what the world really needs is a community and a Shiba Inu mascot. Satoshi, eat your heart out. Isn't that awesome? It's like, okay, Doge, here we go. Doge for the win. Doge is the top meme king. Always will be. That's awesome. So, is this the time for Doge? Wall Street bets. Remember 2021? That huge Doge surge was all started on the backs of Wall Street Bets Group. So, we will see. We will see going forward. Trader Allen is saying, look, you zoom out, and it's like over the past 1.5 years, it actually has been higher lows. That's right, higher lows on Doge. And I know the pullback is hard, but you can't deny the chart that these are higher lows. So what do we get to? We get to what those higher lows look like in these mini cycles. We've talked about Dogecoin trading in these narrow windows when Doge pumps, right? And this shows it really clearly here. From the end of 2023, right? And then we had like February, March 2024, a big run. Then we had November into December 2024, big run, right? But you see, these are actually pretty narrow windows. And then you look at all these red candles, right, on the pullbacks, and it's just like, God, there's a lot more red candles than green. Yeah, it's like 60-40, red candles to green candles. That is how Dogecoin trades. And as long as you can live with that and you understand that, you can trade Dogecoin better. And what does that mean? Well, that means that if we have 60-40 split, and right now, over the past 6 months, it's been a lot heavier red, the green's coming. The green's coming. Doge has been moving in a very predictable manner, ranging for a couple of weeks and then marking up. What's interesting to see is that each time price managed to create a new higher high, this reflects an increasing demand, bullish on Doge for the coming weeks. Now, I don't think this is going to be this big, this soon. I think this is going to shift out and we're going to chop more for the summer, but this is the eventuality. If you believe in the overall 4-year cycles, right, 2021, 2025, 2025 is going to be the year we hit a new all-time high for Dogecoin. And if we do, right now we're seeing higher lows, right? We even had it here, right? There's the higher lows. We see the higher lows, and we're getting higher highs for the cycle. Where does this go? How high is this? So if we go from, let's say, the high that we had at, near the end of FY23 was really more like 7 cents, right? And then we got up in that run up to 22 cents in February, March 2024. And then we saw 48 cents back, remember, end of November, beginning of December. Not that long ago, 48 cents. What does that next pump look like? Does it get over the previous all-time high of 73? Maybe up to 86, maybe even $1? Again, I think that's still going to be on the backs of catalysts that actually propel Dogecoin up. And we got to see what those catalysts are. We had a lot of discussion last night on the live stream. It's like, price predictions again, right? And talking about that. And it's going to be ranges, and it's going to depend on what the catalysts are for Doge, because Doge will need that. It's not going to get up to $1 just based on hype. I don't think so. Way too many memes out there. We were talking about that last night, right? Back in 2021, Dogecoin was the only meme. It was the only meme coin there. Beginning of 2021, when all of that started. And since then, what do we have, right? We've got Shiba Inu, we've got Pepe, we've got Bonk, we've got WIF, we've got Pengu now. We got all of these other memes, right? And so all of those meme investment dollars are all spread out amongst all these others. When Doge starts to move, a lot of that money is going to come back into Doge because they're going to want to be on the Doge bandwagon when it starts to move again. Because they saw what happened November, December 2024. That's a 300% rise in Doge. And if you go all the way to the bottom there from the summer to the top, it's a 440%. So could we be at 610% from this most recent bottom we had back here in April? That would be a huge move. What's the highest Dogecoin can reach in the second half of 2025? So people ask me that question and I say, well, you tell me, right? What are the catalysts, right? What has happened with Dogecoin? And then I can respond. But if you just say, give me a price prediction based on nothing, I'm like, Doge isn't going to move just based on hype, I don't think. I think it needs the ETFs, right? And it needs integration in X. We need the House of Doge partnerships. We Doge OS and the building of the games and all of that stuff. All of that cumulatively all builds up. And then we have the wild card, Mr. Elon Musk. And what is Elon going to do, right? So the current targets, yeah, we have the mini-cycles. So here we are with the mini-cycles. That is how Doge trades. And short term right now, we're looking at on track back up to 25 cents. And I posted that, if you guys saw me on X, right? Is this the next Dogecoin move to get back up to 25 cents? So I posted that yesterday. That'd be a nice little pattern right there just to get right back up. I don't think it's going to move quite up like that. We're going to chop a little sideways here before that big move, but that could be it. And then we can look at CoinCodex and what CoinCodex is saying. And, you know, they're relatively like choppy. It's going to be choppy summer is what CoinCodex is looking at. Choppy summer. So that's their 3-month prediction right now. Just looking out is just like chop, chop, chop. And what does the fall look like? We'll see. Right now, they're kind of underestimating the fall, I think. So we look down here and we say, well, the fall, they're going to be like in the 20s, right? Maybe up to 24 cents by September, but not much higher. So we'll see. I mean, that's kind of bearish, actually, even though we're, still down in the 16s. You get to 24, that's a pretty good, you would think, with a stock, you would say, hey, that's pretty good. Go from 16 to 24 in a few months. But we expect more for Dogecoin. So here we are. Bitcoin's over 107. Doge over at 16.4 support. That's where we are right now. Join me on my next live stream, which will be Wednesday afternoon, 4 o'clock p.m. East Coast time. So join in. What do you think below? Give me a comment below. What do you think about these mini cycles and what you expect for Dogecoin on its next big run? Give the video a like, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate the support. We'll see you next time.